In January 1947, a gruesome discovery in Los Angeles sent shockwaves across the nation. The brutal murder of a young woman whose body was found bisected and mutilated would become one of the most infamous unsolved cases in American history. This is the story of the Black Dahlia. Our story begins with Elizabeth Short, a 22-year-old aspiring actress from Massachusetts. Known for her striking beauty and vibrant personality, Elizabeth moved to Los Angeles in search of fame. Her dreams, however, were tragically cut short. She was a young woman with big dreams, often seen around Hollywood's nightclubs and cafes, hoping to catch a break. Friends and acquaintances described her as friendly, ambitious, but also vulnerable due to her transient lifestyle. Elizabeth Short was born on July 29, 1924, in Boston, Massachusetts. She grew up in a modest family and moved to California to live with her father after her parents separated. Her journey to Hollywood was marked by hopes of stardom and a better life. The post-World War II era in Los Angeles was a time of glamour and opportunity, but also of darkness and crime. Amid the glitz of Hollywood, the city was grappling with an undercurrent of violence, making Elizabeth's murder all the more sensational. The contrast between the sunny, hopeful post-war boom and the grim realities of urban crime added a layer of complexity to the case. The booming film industry attracted countless young women like Elizabeth seeking fame and fortune. However, many faced exploitation and disappointment. Elizabeth's murder highlighted the dangers and vulnerabilities of aspiring actresses in a city where dreams frequently turned into nightmares. The media's portrayal of Elizabeth as the Black Dahlia, a nickname she reportedly never used herself, reflected society's fascination with and sensationalism of her tragic fate. On the morning of January 15, 1947, Betty Bersinger was walking with her daughter in the Limerick Park neighborhood when she stumbled upon what she initially thought was a discarded mannequin. To her horror, it was the body of Elizabeth Short, gruesomely posed and severely mutilated. The discovery was so shocking that it became an immediate media sensation. Elizabeth's body was found severed at the waist, drained of blood, and with a Glasgow smile carved into her face. The killer had meticulously cleaned the body, leaving no trace of blood at the scene. This level of precision suggested a familiarity with surgical procedures. The body was posed with her hands above her head, elbows bent at right angles, and her lower half positioned a foot away, making the scene even more macabre. An autopsy revealed that Elizabeth had been dead for around 10 hours before the discovery. Her cause of death was hemorrhaging from the lacerations to her face and the shock from the blows to her head. The precision of the cuts suggested that the perpetrator had knowledge of human anatomy. The gruesome nature of the crime and the way her body was displayed indicated that the killer wanted to send a message or create a spectacle. The LAPD launched an extensive investigation, with over 150 detectives assigned to the case. They interviewed hundreds of people and followed numerous leads, but the investigation was plagued by false confessions and dead ends. The case drew significant resources and attention, but the sheer volume of information and misinformation made progress difficult. The sensational nature of the case attracted widespread media attention, which both helped and hindered the investigation. The press often sensationalized details, leading to public hysteria and a flood of false leads. Newspapers published lurid details and speculations, feeding the public's morbid curiosity and sometimes interfering with police work. The investigation faced numerous challenges, including the manipulation of the crime scene by onlookers and the lack of advanced forensic technology at the time. The public's fascination with the case led to a barrage of tips, many of which were dead ends. The intense media scrutiny also put pressure on the police to solve the case quickly, which sometimes led to hasty and misdirected efforts. Over the years, numerous suspects have been considered. Among the most notable was Dr. George Hodel, a wealthy physician with a dark history. His son, Steve Hodel, a former LAPD detective, has put forth compelling evidence implicating his father. However, no suspect has ever been definitively proven to be the killer. Other suspects included transient workers, former lovers, and even individuals who confessed to the crime but were later proven to be attention seekers or mentally ill. Many theories have emerged over the decades. Some believe Elizabeth was killed by a jealous lover or someone she knew intimately. Others speculate that her murder was the work of a sadistic serial killer, possibly with medical training. Theories range from plausible to outlandish, reflecting the public's ongoing fascination with the case. One of the most compelling theories involves Dr. George Hodel. Steve Hodel's investigation revealed that his father's medical background, access to surgical instruments, and disturbing personal history aligned with many aspects of the crime. Additionally, Steve discovered a photograph of a woman resembling Elizabeth in his father's belongings. Hodel's connections to other unsolved murders and his subsequent behavior added weight to the suspicion, though definitive proof remains elusive. Other theories suggest connections to organized crime, given Elizabeth's alleged associations with certain figures in the Los Angeles underworld. Some even believe her murder was a ritualistic killing, though concrete evidence for this is lacking. There are also theories linking her death to other serial killings of the era, suggesting a broader pattern of violence against women. Some experts suggest that the killer had a deep-seated psychological disorder, driven by a desire for control and a need to shock and horrify. The meticulous nature of the mutilation and the positioning of the body indicate a calculated effort to create a lasting impact. The psychological profile of the killer points to a person who derived pleasure from the suffering and spectacle created by the crime. In recent years, advances in forensic technology have renewed interest in the case. Efforts to extract DNA from evidence collected at the time have been made, but the deteriorated state of the samples has posed significant challenges. Modern forensic techniques may one day provide new leads or even a breakthrough in identifying the killer. The LAPD continues to treat the Black Dahlia case as an open investigation. Cold case detectives periodically review the evidence and follow up on new tips. The persistence of investigators and advancements in technology keep the hope alive that the case might eventually be solved. The Black Dahlia case continues to fascinate the public, inspiring countless books, movies, and TV shows. Despite the passage of time, the quest for answers remains as fervent as ever. The enduring mystery and the grisly nature of the crime ensure that it remains a topic of discussion and speculation. The Black Dahlia murder has become a cultural touchstone, symbolizing the darker side of Hollywood's allure. It has inspired numerous fictional accounts and remains a subject of fascination for true crime enthusiasts. The case has also prompted discussions about media ethics, police procedures, and the treatment of crime victims. The murder of Elizabeth Short, known to the world as the Black Dahlia, remains one of the most chilling and enigmatic unsolved crimes in American history. Her brutal death and the subsequent investigation have left an indelible mark on Los Angeles and continue to captivate the imagination. The mystery surrounding her murder serves as a grim reminder of the potential for darkness within human nature. What are your thoughts on the Black Dahlia case? Share your insights and theories in the comments below. If you found this deep dive intriguing, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest true crime investigations. Your engagement helps us continue to explore and uncover some of the most compelling mysteries in criminal history. Join us next time as we uncover another gripping tale of mystery and intrigue, the heartbreaking case of JonBenet Ramsey. We'll delve into the details of her tragic death, the media frenzy, and the many theories surrounding one of the most controversial cases in recent history.